Good morning. As per the instructions of CCE, we are going to upload video classes in YouTube. And I, D. Lata, lecturer in mathematics, Government Degree College, Armoor, is now going to take up on exact and non-exact differential equations. Exact differential equation. An equation of the form m of x comma y dx plus n of x comma y dy is equal to 0 is said to be an exact differential equation if dou m by dou y is equal to dou n by dou x. Here m is a function in both the variables x and y. Same is the case with n. N is also a function in both the variables x and y. Now we are differentiating the function m partially with respect to y and n partially with respect to x. If at all the partial derivatives of m with respect to y and n with respect to x are equal, then we say the given differential equation, that is m of x comma y dx plus n of x comma y dy is equal to 0 as an exact differential equation. And we will illustrate that, we will give one illustration for this exact differential equation. So observe the example, that is x y square dx plus x square y dy is equal to 0 is the example, that is the differential equation considered here. When we compare this differential equation with the standard form, the m of x comma y dx plus n of x comma y dy is equal to 0, we get m as x y square and n as x square y. By partially differentiating m with respect to y, we are getting 2xy, because when you are partially differentiating the function with respect to y, x will remain as a constant. So keeping x as a constant and differentiating y square, you will get 2y. So the net result is 2xy. Similarly, when we are differentiating partially n with respect to x, we get 2xy. Here also we are treating y as constant and we are differentiating only x square term, that will give you 2x, and the entire partial derivative of n with respect to x will be 2xy. Finally, we got dou m by dou y is equal to dou n by dou x. That means the given differential equation is now an exact differential equation. Now, how to solve? There is one general solution formula for an exact differential equation. If the given differential equation m of x comma y dx plus n of x comma y dy is equal to 0 is exact, then the general solution for such an exact differential equation is given as integral of m dx. While taking the function m, you will treat y as constant. That means you are going to integrate only x terms treating y as constant, plus integral terms in n which are independent of x dy. That means in n you are going to take only y terms, Suppose if you are having xy term, then because you can't separate y in xy, therefore the n term you are going to consider here will remain as 0. There is no independent y term in n. The terms which are independent of x, that means only y terms are going to be considered here, and that y terms only are integrated with respect to y. Suppose you are having a constant in n, that means 2xy plus 3 is the n term. Because in 2xy you can't separate x, that term is treated as 0, and the constant 3 is considered because we can treat 3 as 3 into y power 0. So, that constant term is taken in the place of n, and you are going to integrate that 3 with respect to y, and that is equal to c is the general solution. So, once again look into the formula of the general solution of an exact differential equation. Integral of m dx treating y as constant plus terms in n which are independent of x. That means only y terms you are going to consider in n, and integrating that term with respect to y, integral dy is equal to c is the general solution of the exact differential equation. Now, let us look into a non-exact differential equation. The name itself is indicating it is not exact. That means, in a differential equation of the form m of x comma y dx plus n of x comma y dy is equal to 0, if at all dou m by dou y is not equal to dou n by dou x, then that differential equation is said to be a non-exact differential equation. And we will solve such non-exact differential equations by converting them into exact only. We will convert each and every non-exact differential equation into an exact differential equation, and finally find the solution by the method opted in exact differential equations. Now, how to convert a non-exact differential equation into an exact differential equation? We convert it into a non-exact into an exact by multiplying with a suitable function in x and y, and that suitable function in x and y is said to be an integrating factor. So, for a non-exact differential equation, integrating factor plays a vital role. And let us now look into the definition of an integrating factor. Let m of x comma y dx plus n of x comma y dy is equal to 0 be a non-exact differential equation. Then this differential equation can be made exact by multiplying it with a suitable function in x and y, and that function is named as u of x comma y, and moreover that u of x comma y must always be non-zero, because by multiplying with a 0 term you can't achieve anything, that everything will become 0. Therefore, the function which you are considering u of x comma y must always be a non-zero function, and this u of x comma y, which is a function in x and y, is now called the integrating factor of the non-exact differential equation. There are various methods to find integrating factors for a non-exact differential equation, and in today's class let us look into method 1 of finding an integrating factor for a non-exact differential equation. And this method 1 is based on homogeneous condition of the differential equation. So, before looking into the method, we will just recall what is a homogeneous function. A function f of x comma y in x and y is called a homogeneous function if the degrees of each term are equal. That is, in a function is nothing but the combination of some terms of x and y. If you consider the degree of each term in that combination, all the degrees must be the same. For example, here I have given you two examples. One is g of x comma y. G of x comma y is equal to x square minus xy plus y square. Here the first term x square is of degree 2. The second term xy, for x it's degree 1, x term is of degree 1 linear term. Same is y is also of degree 1 because it's a product xy, 1 plus 1, that is also 2. Similarly, y square term also is of degree 2. In this g of x comma y, you are having 3 terms and each term is of degree 2. Hence, g of x comma y is a homogeneous function of degree 2. Let us look into the second example, that is f of x comma y. F of x comma y is equal to x cube plus 3x square y plus 2y square x. This function f of x comma y is also a function of 3 terms. The first term is x cube, which is of degree 3. Second term is 3x square y. 3 is a constant. So, x square is a term of degree 2 and y is a term of degree 1. So, because it is 3x square y, 2 plus 1 is 3. Again, the third term is 2y square x. Y is of degree 2, x is of degree 1 and it is a product. Therefore, y square x is of degree 3. So, finally, in f of x comma y, the 3 terms, first term x cube is of degree 3, second term 3x square y is of degree 3 and third term 2y square x is also of degree 3. Therefore, f of x comma y is now a homogeneous function of degree 3. Suppose your given differential equation is non-exact and also is homogeneous. If m of x comma y dx plus n of x comma y dy is equal to 0 is a homogeneous differential equation and is non-exact, that means dou m by dou y is not equal to dou n by dou x, and also the term mx plus ny, that means m is multiplied with x and n is multiplied with y. If mx plus ny is not equal to 0, then 1 by mx plus ny will be the integrating factor of the given non-exact differential equation. As you are going to consider 1 by mx plus ny as the integrating factor for the non-exact homogeneous differential equation, the condition is you have to check whether the denominator term mx plus ny is non-negative or not, because if the denominator is 0, then 1 by 0 will give you infinity. Therefore, the compulsory condition to solve a non-exact differential equation which is homogeneous is you have to check whether mx plus ny is not equal to 0 or not. So, this is the first method in solving a non-exact differential equation. The first method in solving a non-exact differential equation consists of homogeneous condition. That means you have to check whether the given differential equation is exact or not in the first step. If it is non-exact, then in the second step you have to check the homogeneous condition. That means each term in m and n are of same degree or not. Then in the third step, you have to check mx plus ny is not equal to 0 or not. If mx plus ny is not equal to 0, then 1 by mx plus ny will be the integrating factor. So, by multiplying with this integrating factor, you will convert the non-exact differential equation into an exact differential equation. And finally, by solving the exact differential equation, you will get the solution not only for exact, that will be the solution for non-exact also. So, to explain this method of homogeneity in a non-exact differential equation, we will look into one example. See the example 1. Solve x square y dx minus of x cube plus xy cube into dy is equal to 0. When you compare the given differential equation with the standard form, that is m dx plus n dy is equal to 0, you will get m as x square y and n as minus of x cube plus xy cube. Now first let us check whether it is non-exact or not. So to check that, we will differentiate m partially with respect to y. So when you are partially differentiating m with respect to y, x will be treated as constant. Therefore, the term x square y when partially differentiated with respect to y, it will give you x square, and n is minus of x cube plus y cube. That means minus x cube minus xy cube. Therefore, dou n by dou x. That means when n is partially differentiated with respect to x, you get minus 3x square minus y cube. It's y cube, not x square, y square. Therefore, dou m by dou y not equal to dou n. M value, after m partially differentiating with respect to y and n partially differentiating with respect to x will give you two different values. Therefore, dou m by dou y is not equal to dou n by dou x, which shows that the given differential equation is non-exact. And now let us check the condition for homogeneity. So to check the condition for homogeneity, let us take the function m, and in the place of x replace tx, and in the place of y replace ty. Therefore, the x square y term will become tx whole square into ty, that is t cube x square y, that is t cube into the given m of x comma y. Means your m is a homogeneous term of degree 3. And now take n. N is a function of x and y. Similarly, by finding tx in the place of x and ty in the place of y, you are going to get minus 3 into tx whole cube minus tx into ty whole square. That also ultimately gives you t cube into n of x comma y. Therefore, m is a homogeneous function of degree 3 and n also is a homogeneous function of degree 3. Hence, your given differential equation is a homogeneous function of degree 3. Therefore, the given problem comes under a non-exact differential equation which is homogeneous. So, when it is non-exact and homogeneous, we will find the term mx plus ny. Mx plus ny is equal to, take the m term and multiply with x, and take the n term and multiply with y, which is going to simplify, after simplification giving you minus xy cube, and moreover it is a non-zero term. Therefore, mx plus ny is not equal to 0. Thus, the integrating factor in this case will be 1 by mx plus ny, which is equal to 1 by minus x cube xy cube. Now we will multiply the given differential equation, that is the non-exact differential equation, with this integrating factor minus 1 by xy cube. So, entire differential equation will be multiplied with minus 1 by xy cube. After multiplication and simplification, again it is in the form of m of x comma y dx plus n of x comma y dy is equal to 0. So, again it is in the form of a differential equation m dx plus n dy is equal to 0. Now, we will check the exact condition for this differential equation. That is, again by taking the m term and differentiating partially with respect to y, taking the n term and differentiating partially with respect to x, we will check whether the two values are equal or not. luckily we got dou m by dou y is equal to dou n by dou x. That means the differential equation which you considered now has become an exact differential equation. So, the non-exact differential equation which is in homogeneous form, by multiplying with the integrating factor 1 by mx plus ny has now turned into an exact differential equation. So, we very well know how to solve an exact differential equation. That is, by you applying the formula, general solution formula, we can get the solution. Now, we are going to apply this general solution formula of exact differential equation to the exact differential equation we got now. So, in the equation 1, that is after multiplying with the integrating factor, we are having m as minus x by y square and the independent term of x as in y, n as 1 by y. So, using the solution formula, the general solution formula, integral of m dx where y is treated as constant plus integral of n dy. In this n you are writing only terms which are independent of x into dy is equal to c. You got as integral minus x by y square dx, y is treated as constant, plus integral 1 by y dy is equal to c. And after integration, integration means here y is treated as constant. Therefore, you are getting 1 by y square term as the constant term out of the integral. So, after taking 1 by y square as constant and minus integral of minus x dx will give you minus x square by 2. So, for finally, the first term integration is minus x square by 2y square and plus integral 1 by y dy, that is log y is equal to c is the general solution of the exact differential equation obtained now. This solution is nothing but the general solution of the given differential equation, that is of the non-exact differential equation. Therefore, the solution of an exact differential equation obtained is also the solution of the given non-exact differential equation. This is the way we solve a non-exact differential equation which is in the homogeneous form. Hope you all understood, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.